Go, go, go.
Guna fam. What is good? It's your boy Uno here, man. I got King Kobra, the
What
resident.
up, what up?
First time on the second season of Guna Cast, man. And
Yo, bro.
you're joining us on the back of a hard fought home victory against West Ham United, another London derby, the second London derby, the second match of the new season of 2020-2021. Man, you mentioned that you described it as a disaster. I mean, come on, give me. I can't
I
let
think
you go with that. I can't just let you
disaster is a strong word. But like everyone says, it was a hard-won match.
Yeah.
It was, and maybe Kimang, um, we'll take it out with actually Arsenal won in that situation. You
Mm.
know, because for me it was painful, man. Remember that the first half was atrocious. I
Yeah.
think I wrote on the group, guys forget how to pass.
These
Like
guys
everyone,
forget how to pass. Yeah.
everyone in the first half was people were like missing passes to your friend in front of you. Even Ateta mentioned it. Like guys
Yeah.
couldn't pass each other.
Mm.
Like what the hell? And it reminded me of that Arsenal. You know, one week Arsenal a different Arsenal turns up.
Yeah.
Then the
Yeah.
next week another Arsenal turns up. It
Yeah.
reminded me of that whole nonsense. And like
Mm.
these guys, what do they think? They think they're gonna walk this over, or
Mm.
they're not mentally ready. Because
Mm.
them niggas went in, bro. West Ham went fucking hard.
Yeah, they put the best foot forward against us, you know.
Uh, and
And
I don't want to. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say I don't want to shit on him, but Kola had a mare. But maybe he's also on the fringes.
yeah, I mean he wasn't, but I feel like okay, we can make excuses for him and say he wasn't part of the original plan to play. But if you're a professional, you must always be ready, right? Isn't that what it means to
Mm,
be
mm.
professional? You know.
Yeah, he had a tough one, bro.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
also the case might be that our eyes have gotten too used to seeing Tierney doing that magic. You know that we kind of expect magic down that left side, and anyone who doesn't bring that magic. I mean, like we're doing season reviews with some of the guys during the off season, and I think it was Clochi who or Gugetso who mentioned that Tierney is a contender for signing of the season. And when you go from that level of quality and you see Kolasinac, no offense to him, but it's a clear step down in quality. So is it is it
No,
yeah is
it
it
was
him or is it
huge.
us?
I don't know, but what happened to him, bro? That dude used to be able to do something, but
Mm,
I think the last 2 seasons he's gone down, bro. He used to have a vibe. He
mm,
used to be bombing down the left. Also, he used to.
mm.
I know his cross game was he wasn't making crosses, but I think he used to love the low balls, right?
Yeah,
He used to
yeah.
love that.
And
Um,
bulldoze his way in.
yeah, but bro, he was tough yesterday. He was tough,
Mm,
bro.
mm.
Tough. But and maybe it is that thing you're telling like when someone's been pulling in work, and look even Niles last week, but Niles in 10 years when you have that energy and when it's not there, you like maybe it is more apparent. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the gap is more evident when you're used to seeing that quality. So, would you say
I think there was
that?
even a post. There was a post sorry, on Twitter that said the same thing actually. Like if you don't think Niles and Turney are important to the system, look at to yesterday without them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How they help the system so much. Like yo,
So, would
but I
you
think
say?
also
Hey,
the dude switched off yesterday.
yeah. So, would you say he's your worst player of yesterday's match?
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think who else had a shocking one. Yeah, I mean, Xhaka, I have no expectations of anything from him anyway. So
Just picking up where you left off with your dislike for the men's
I have
game.
no expectations. Like I see him getting the ball, but and I really hate. I don't know. Maybe these guys are scared of losing the ball, but people were making runs and putting their hands up, and then the ball doesn't go to you, and then they just pass it to the side. Xhaka just passes it to the side, even though you try to make a run.
mm.
I don't. I didn't. I mean, you're making a run because you think, hey, I can get into a space, and the boy Xhaka just passes it to the left, onto the right, or backwards. You're like, okay. You're like, okay.
So
Guess,
okay.
guess
So
that.
when we break down the match, it was a tough match. I mean, coming from I mean, I called it. I said I remember I was telling D, I see a 3-0. You can go and watch the preview show that I did with her. I said 3-0. I'm calling it, and maybe I was coming off of the confidence of what I had seen in the previous match. But what
Mm.
and I don't know. It makes me wonder, like, were we wrong to expect a victory here? Because what we saw was, especially for it being a home game, I feel like we were on the back foot at home, and it makes me wonder, like, was that strategic, or were
I
we
don't
were we
know, bro.
genuinely outclassed?
You know, for me, what hit me was like this West Ham. I think last week they got smashed by Newcastle, right?
Yeah,
I think what, like, and he like, and it happens to Arsenal, bro. Teams that
mm,
go and get chowed by Crystal Palace or go chowed by West Brom will come and give us problems. But they were
yeah,
just last week they were beat by a worse team than us.
yeah,
Like I
yeah,
don't know, like
yeah.
I don't know if it's a mentality thing. I think everyone was expecting us to do well. I think so.
hmm
Maybe I wonder if the dudes were in their own head, level, thinking that they're on it.
mm,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. So maybe the dudes were in their own vibes, like. But them dudes
You
didn't
think you
come.
think you think we were arrogant? We might have been arrogant in our
Yeah,
approach to the game.
maybe. Maybe. But I don't understand why the lack of energy, bro. We had a noticeable lack of energy, of sharpness, bad passes, like
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
in the final third,
yeah.
like nothing in the final third at all.
But
Like man, that nonsense where Obama has to come to the midline to even touch the ball. I think he
mm,
only probably touched the ball in the 20th something
mm,
minute
mm,
in the halfway line.
mm.
And I think even the commentators like, oh look, a red touch from Aubameyang. Like
Yeah, yeah,
this,
yeah,
but he's at the halfway line, bruh.
yeah,
Like he's
yeah,
not even getting the ball. He's 20
yeah.
minutes later. The only way you touch it is so. I don't know what the hell is happening, bruh. But I don't. I think it's like when you look at people like Santine,
Mm,
old school stuff, people who could actually take someone on and then make a pass. But we have players we have Xhaka who can't take anyone on.
mm,
So there'll never be any incisive cuts, or there'll never be any dramatic changes when it's, you know what I mean? Because if you take one guy out, you might create space, but you never take them out because you're always waiting. You're always being safe and passing
mm.
without engaging anyone. So
Yeah.
there's never any, but yeah, there's never any creativity. There's never any unlogic.
So,
With the only way yeah. Hmm?
okay, what I wanted to say is, like, because I mean, you're sounding like you're tearing very, very hard into the team, and justifiably so. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like if it had been this same performance, maybe at the same time last season, we might have walked away with the L, not the W. So don't you think that the positive at the end of the day is that despite the lack of energy and overall drive to get over that barrier of converting a goal, we were able to walk away with 3 points.
But what part of it is West Ham not also taking their chances?
Yeah,
We're also extremely lucky. Like, yeah, we might have folded last season, but these guys also did not take their chances, and a better
but
team would punish you for that.
but is it not taking their chances, or are we genuinely improving? I feel like, when we analyze our team, we are oftentimes critical to the negative, because like I said, had it been this time last season, the result the outcome might have been different. But the man of the match was our new signing, Gabriel, again in defense. So is it not fair to say that strategy and player performance is what kept us in the game, as opposed to saying they didn't take their chances? Maybe they didn't take their chances because the chances were prevented by the man who eventually went on to be our man of the match. You understand what I mean?
I hear you, but I know this. I've seen this narrative yesterday where everyone is like, I know Unai, they would have fallen. So I know the people are sticking to Unai still because he was the coach last season. But
Mm-hmm.
I do believe the difference maker is Gabriel,
Mm,
without a shadow of a doubt.
yeah.
But if the difference maker, that dude looks convincing. I
Mm.
think even makes holding looks bad compared, like even holding yesterday looked like Gabriel just too good, bro. He's just too solid. And I think
Yeah.
we haven't had a solid looking dude at the back.
Mm.
Man, holding looks suspect when
Mm.
you shake him, yana. Because Antonio showed him flames, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what's his name? All our guys actually are quite soft. Maybe it's him and Turney who look. Maybe Louise, but Louise's problem is that he's error prone.
Mm.
But apart from that, the rest of the team is actually quite soft.
Mm.
Maybe now when Niles goes to the back, yeah, maybe he's not that soft himself, but he also is error prone. But
Mm.
our boy, come on, like the most solid person I've seen at the back. Hey, and then Leno was also doing things to make you feel like, oh, Martinez, was it too soon? Leno Leno was playing was playing the crazy yesterday, bruh.
Did you mean, yo? Did you see that foul
That
on
Melaki when he jumped over the back of Ceballos and
man?
landing on his
And it
head.
looked like it looked like he could have snapped
Yeah,
his neck. I was like, man, what is wrong with you? Don't you understand? We just sold your understudy. Don't play with yourself like this.
bruh, he was doing that spirit of play.
Yeah.
I was like, Leno, bruh, Martinez, we might have been too hasty.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We needed that money too desperately.
but they better spend it, bruh. And they
Mm,
better get, because even they're gonna throw away one of my most other loved player, Torreira, who I
mm.
think should be in front of Xhaka every day, but he's being chopped. What, come on, being
And big
put up to Torino or whoever.
and
Then they better use that money, bruh.
El Neni starting ahead of Torreira. I mean, that's
I don't know what the Egyptian carton did, but like he should be one of the list of people to be sold too, bruh. Come
mm,
on, guys,
mm,
come on, like. If we're selling Torreira, okay, hopefully Call also goes. Um, now Martinez is gone. Why are we keeping El Nani, bruh?
mm.
Like, I'm not vibing with that. And if you wanna get two midfielders, why keep a Nani? If you do wanna get two midfielders,
Mm,
what are we keeping a Nani for?
yeah. So they say that uh, the one characteristic of a genius is laziness, because a genius is always looking for the quickest way to get whatever needs to be done so he can get
Mm,
back to chilling, you know.
mm,
So I think of the match we just watched, and I'm like, okay, so we had tough opponents, right? And our coach knew this, right? That it would be a highly contentious match, and he played whatever strategy he played, right? And
mm,
um, I remember at halftime, I don't remember, I think it was Peter Crouch who was commenting saying that, look, right now, yes, West Ham does have the upper hand on this Arsenal team, but what we're going to see that's going to make the difference is Arsenal's quality. And that's where the idea of genius comes in, because you look at that pass from Saka to Ceballos, and then from Ceballos Nketiah. Nketiah, who came
Mm.
on and performed a super sub role essentially, you know. And when I saw that change being made, personally, I have to tell you, I knew that he was going to be the one to score, you know. And
Okay.
that's how I felt. I felt like the coach had it right. So I think like in to give our team credit, um, we have really intelligent players, and we can observe from last yesterday's match that maybe in situations where we're like physically overpowered or outperformed, we can also tap into that into our team's ability to be intelligent, or an individual player's ability to be intelligent, or a string of individual intelligent performances putting together an overall intelligent performance without having to work hard necessarily.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna go back to my thing about Xhaka.
Mm.
Yeah, he cannot break down. He can't break down opposition play. He cannot.
Yeah.
He can't break the opposition play down. And maybe that's why I like Torreira, because Torreira was nippy and would run after everyone and try and stop them.
Mm.
So I feel like
Mm.
that is always a problem we're gonna have. We're gonna have these people turn around and counter us so quickly.
Yeah.
How come we can't even get to their third, but they're in our third in 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Like they just melt through our middle field because there's no one to stop them from doing that.
Mm.
So there'll always be pressure at the back. We always look like we have no energy because of no one running because we have no energy in the middle. Like if Xhaka is not doing anything to help anyone, all he does is he's only effective when he has a ball on his feet. He's not
Mm.
effective off the ball. For someone in the
Mm.
midfield, he doesn't do it,
Mm.
and he's only effective with passing it left and right.
Mm.
So if we're playing badly, at least let's stop them from even having a skimang from getting into us. Even if
Mm.
we have low energy, I don't know. I don't know if there's nothing genius about yesterday, bruh. It was just a bad day. Like, I'm gonna think
So
what Saka was trying. You could see he was like getting frustrated. He was
yeah,
trying.
yeah.
Um, Laka is always trying to hold up play. Like
Mm.
William, I don't remember how
How do you
effective he
feel
was, but
about
I was
William? We never. I mean, it's our first time talking. How do you feel watching William and his contribution to our game in general?
I don't look now for me. Him being in front of Pepe, I don't like it.
Mm.
But I don't know. Like why have Pepe and then have this dude and then him is in front of Pepe? Like that
Mm.
was a weird move. Like it's really
You don't think they
unnecessary.
can play together, considering
They
that
haven't been,
William has that central thing to his game.
but that's the person he's taking out the team, right?
Mm.
Who else? Who do you take out to put Pepe in when Williams playing?
It's true.
Williams taking Pepe's position, and he's there. I mean, that's both. I think twice when you're a sub, does Pepe to come in.
Mm. Mm.
Um, I don't vibe with that part. Like,
Mm.
but I see yesterday, like with him and maybe they're still learning each other. Him and Bellerin, like Bellerin was playing very far forward at a
Mm.
point. Like you're literally like every time the William had the ball, like Bellerin was super high, like
Mm.
super high. So
Mm.
I don't know, maybe the communication was not working out. I think there was one pass where William thought Bellerin would run in and then he didn't.
Mm.
I just I just don't want to see him in front of Pepe.
Mm. Okay.
But maybe if that makes people fight,
Yeah.
if that makes people fight better in the because even yesterday, I think yesterday when he came on, he seemed to have a more fight in him, Pepe.
Yeah.
Like I saw him even when he tried to rush. I think he tried to make a run. I think he just broke down at the end. There's a run he tried to make,
Mm.
and he was like full on sprinting. And I remember how last year I was like, this dude, I don't know what the fuck he's
Yeah.
conserving energy for.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So this time I saw him running, like trying to use his pace and his shape to make moves. Maybe the winning thing is lighting a fire in his ass. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I feel like we'll our midfield is our problem, bro. Like even I think yesterday, who do you bring in to help unlock those guys apart from strikers? But we've always had a midfield problem. We've always had a midfield, creative midfield problem. Like Arsenal has never not had wingers.
Mm.
Always had wingers and strikers to bring a face, bruh. Like that's why I hope was with Jeff, Rene, what's the name? Rene Adelaide,
Yeah.
because he was one of and Zaralem. They were the
Mm.
first. They were the few midfielders coming up or
Mm.
were bought in the team.
Mm.
Remember, we had both Chuba Akpom. There were all these dudes. And we're just wingers and strikers. But there was
Mm.
no one coming up from the middle,
Yeah.
from the youth. So when Jeff didn't work out, and when Zaralem didn't work out, you're like, bruh, we are just
You
strikers.
need.
And our problem is there's no magic in there.
Mm.
And there's no magic coming from the ground. Like, that's where maybe and then, yeah. I don't know about the Smith Rowe guy. I don't know. Actually. I don't know who's going to be like, but that's our
Okay.
problem's always been since the scientists of the world left and the Ramsey
Yeah.
and the.
So you don't sound very optimistic about yesterday's
No,
match, but
I'm happy. I'm happy. We won. No, I'm day. We
mm,
won. As a
mm,
gacha, like they also they must be to win while we were like while shit was, and that's powerful, you
mm,
know. But it's also exposing the weaknesses that we have. Like we lack depth. I mean, didn't even put. Look, I didn't expect anything from Mossime Willock, but you
mm,
didn't even bring on Reese Nelson. You're like, what are you gonna do to change? You know, what are you gonna do to who can impact the game?
mm,
And apart from Eddie, apart from Eddie, who can impact the game from the sub? And Pepe, now that Williams displaced them. Pepe and Eddie, who can maybe impact something.
maybe El Neni.
Hey, when they said when I heard, hey, and then he's taking off his kit, I'm like, and it was 1-1. I'm like, this guy closing sharp. But I know he tries. I know him. I know he tries.
Yeah, yeah.
Egyptian content,
They, they
he
they
does try.
say they say they say the great thing about El Neni is that he does the simple things well. And maybe that's what you need as opposed to you need a hard worker in a team full of geniuses or
He
whatever.
is a hard worker.
Mm,
I think he's more hardworking than Xhaka. He's more committed. Dude, Xhaka is very weak-minded, bruh. Xhaka is a very Xhaka is a very give up. Xhaka, if the team's not winning, he gives up. And I've seen him in lots of matches. At
yeah.
the end, we're
Mm,
not winning or not, something's not happening. There's no extra. Okay, what I'm saying, there's no extra juice in Xhaka
mm, mm,
to
mm.
go there. You know what I mean? There's no
Initiative.
people. Not even there's no 10% that he can pull out. There's no
Mm,
reserve power. If
mm,
Xhaka after 80 minutes nothing's happened, you're not gonna get anything for the rest of the last 10. But El Neni, you can see El Neni will dig something. I've seen him. El Neni will
mm,
dig
uh, uh,
and dig.
uh,
I've seen
yeah,
him. But
yeah,
I'm not lying, brother. That dude, if in 80 minutes he's not done anything, there's nothing gonna happen in 10 minutes.
yeah.
You, you're not gonna stake your life on him turning the game around in 10 minutes, are you? You're not. No one is. That's why I say Xhaka's gonna save us.
So
Let's get
so
Xhaka.
okay. Um, looking forward to the next match because I think look maybe we're on different sides of everything because I watched us put in a half or what looked like a half-hearted performance, but it was
Mm.
still somewhat um, convincing, right? And we walked away with 3 points. And my favorite phrase: 3 points is 3 points is 3 points. So sometimes you have to win dirty, and we won dirty. So looking forward to the next. Oh, you want to comment on my comment?
No, I'm looking forward to because I'm just thinking, you know what Thiago's gonna do to Xhaka?
Mm.
Thiago's gonna tear Xhaka. Thiago,
Wait.
and
Are you
let's say,
talking about the next league match or the next actual match? Because the next actual match is against Leicester on Wednesday.
I'm looking at the. So I looked at fantasy. I'm looking at the league, 28th September.
Mm.
Also, you got Leicester first.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Look, I don't know.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. Leicester are also dogs, bruh. They're like not a they're not a sheep. They're not a small team. You know. Um, this performance has not left me with confidence. I don't think it should leave anyone with confidence. Um, I think that we need to be aggressive, bruh. We need to play properly. We need to pass properly. We need to be back on our A game, like for us to have a chance against Leicester. Like
Yeah,
this shit is gonna pass with Leicester.
yeah,
We're not gonna be dominated, and Vardy loves to fucking go at us. Like we gotta shut
yeah,
down Vardy. I just wanna one time. Vardy must have a nightmare game where
yeah.
he hardly plays.
And
Like
you must understand that Aubameyang is the better striker.
he must, yeah, but I mean, yeah. But but even jumping to Liverpool. Tell me, bruh, when you see the stats of Thiago and compared to the Liverpool team, Thiago like is I don't know how many he's been putting in more work than the current Liverpool midfield.
Mm,
Now that dude just him. Imagine Thiago and fucking Xhaka like this.
mm.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
No,
Come on.
it won't end well.
It's gonna end in tears, bruh.
It's gonna end in tears. But
That is
yo,
but
uh-huh.
that's the reality of our problem. Our problem that this we have this great person who just does simple things,
Mm,
but does nothing else.
mm,
We're gonna be up against people who are actually gifted and do the simple things good.
mm.
I'm
And
sorry, but that dude does not cut it, guys. Yes, he's a fucking he does not he is not the reason he's no game changer. But when I
uh,
see Terry fucking tear it up, then you got Mane and Salah,
mm,
yo.
it's gonna be a problem.
Gonna be. And now you see what happened. So it forces Danny. Danny has to play back. Danny can't be unlocking the passes because
Mm,
Danny's job. Danny flourishes when he's unlocking passes.
yeah,
But yesterday, he was how far back was Danny? I think we hardly saw him in the opposition half
yeah.
until
That
that goal,
assist, yeah.
until that assist. Bro. Like
Mm.
Danny was nowhere in the game because they have to work with. He has to work with this fucking slow poke.
He has to do two people's jobs.
Bro, we are yo. But anyway, look, but this is the league. It's also of the marble, so Liverpool gonna come correct.
Mm.
Let's like you said. Okay, main thing is Leicester up front. We
Yeah.
cannot play like we played. Maybe let's save our shitty performances for small teams. I don't mind that. Then we can be scrapped. But for the big guys, we must come. We must go hard. Like
No, for sure,
yeah,
for sure. And Leicester is a big gun. We consider them as big guns, so we have to hope that the team is preparing adequately. You
yeah. And
know.
I mean, this cup. I don't know who can even play in this cup. It feels actually like. I hope we. Which kids do we even have any new promising kids that we want like try out? Like apart from
Saliba,
oh, so yeah, what? That's also weird. Why is he doing that on 23s?
I think that he's just acclimatizing to the demands of
But
this
Gabriel
competition.
came after him. Gabriel came after him, and Gabriel's already like,
But they're
"Pa, pa,
different.
pa."
I mean, how old is Saliba?
Saliba is 23 or something. Wait, I'm lying. I'll tell you now. Saliba is 19. How
Yeah,
old is Gabriel?
probably like 20, 24.
And he's got a weird mouth. How old is he? He's 22.
Oh, okay, 3 year difference.
Oh, he'll be 23 in December.
Okay,
And Saliba's birthday already passed, so Saliba is 19.
okay,
Fine, actually, fine. I'll take that. Saliba's still a kid. I'll take
yeah,
that.
okay. But yeah, let's hope he can get a
But I'm
run
saying,
out. Eh?
apart from Saliba, who else is there? Saliba. I don't want to count Nelson and what's his name?
Willock.
Willock. Maybe let's count them. Maybe that's the game they should play. Willock, Nelson. Maybe even start Pepe because you're not starting him. Let him play.
Mm-hmm.
Saliba. Pepe, Willock. Which other new kids? I actually need to look at the team, man. Because this is the cup matches. We need. I want to see those kids.
Yeah.
You know, who's that boy who's traveling with the team all the time? And I want to see them play.
Which one?
Some kids. Not Smith. I'll get his name. He's traveled with the team now, man. Last season, and to the final even he was there. I think he was even trying to pick up a medal. And they said he's been traveling with the team but never played.
Okay. I think I have an idea of who.
Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, maybe they'll give him a run.
I want to see that. Like for me, a cup. A cup is to see Matt Smith play. I want to see who else has been this John Jules guy. I don't know. Is he on loan? I think he might be on loan though. Is John Jules on loan? No, I'm not sure actually. I want to see these dudes. I want to see the youngsters. I don't want to see these fucking office team. No.
Yeah,
No, you can have them. But I want to see the kids, man. Like, didn't we buy other kids now? We got this new kid from, we got the Spurs kid, I think.
Yeah, we got the Spurs guy.
We got another kid from George Lewis. I think I forgot where he's from. I think he came from somewhere. George Lewis. Okay, Balogun. I don't think he'll play because don't they want to sell Balogun or something?
Well, apparently they're hailing him.
He's on loan. Matt Smith's on loan.
Oh, okay.
So okay, I wouldn't see him then. Fine. Okay. So I want to see that George Lewis guy, the new kid. John Jules. They've been talking about him for so long. We've seen nothing of him. Oh, so that's Salah Eddin Ola, like the kid from the Netherlands. He was also training with the first team.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I want to see at Leicester. I'm not interested in seeing Aubameyang and Lacazette. Nah. So I want to see that Salah kid.
And you also expect the W, of course.
Yeah, let's get the W. I mean, like remember how Wenger did it. It's the kids' best interest to get a W. Also for us also to get a W. But the more W's we get there, the longer we can play. The longer they can play, these guys. Maybe even if this Icelandic keeper comes in, he can start the next Carabao match. But a cup for me, at least a Carabao. FA Cup maybe is different. FA Cup will feel properly, but the Carabao Cup, I want to see the kids. The Salah Eddin kid, they were saying he's fire, bro. He was already training with the first team.
Okay.
So let's see.
How old is he?
He's also a baby. I think football. What's a baby? So I think he's 17.
All right.
Yeah, he's 17.
Yeah. Well, I'm also looking forward to seeing players for the future. Like in that League Cup match. Players to salivate over. Thinking about the future of the team.
Yeah, dude. That's what the Carabao Cup is for, bro. We need that.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I like this convo, and I like how Hey.
What about the transfers, bro? We need to get it in.
Yeah.
Like we need to. Liverpool's already smashed 4 people, and then they're champions. So what are we? If we are not the champions, and then we only get 1 player in, Liverpool's got 4. They're the champions. What are we saying? Chelsea's got 20.
Chelsea. Yeah. Hey, Chelsea. Hey, they're going in at Chelsea, man. Jesus. I mean, even Tottenham. I mean, they're gonna prove to be a problem.
Yeah,
even Everton.
Everton. Like, what are we doing, bro? With 1 player?
Yeah. No, but
United here.
I mean, we can only. we can only trust the decisions of our manager. I was about to say coach, but I have to give him, his
Oh,
right
first team
title.
manager.
I do trust him. I think he's got impeccable decision making, and at the end of the day, that could prove to be crucial. Like what? I mean, yes, just yesterday, putting Ketia on proved to be crucial in a team in a match where we're on the back foot. So I trust him for that, and I'm just hoping that the match against Leicester, like we already said, ends in a W. Kumo, King Kobra, it's been great,
Wahala.
man. It's been great.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, thank you for coming through. I'm looking forward to your views after after Leicester.
After Leicester.
Yeah,
All right. No, as long as the kids, bro, I'm fine. I'm chilled. It's almost like remember that 5-5, the Liverpool 5-5
hey
match last
man,
season.
that
It
one.
was fire, right?
Yeah, that was a good
Even though we got
match.
knocked out, there was no hard feelings. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I was like, yo, the dudes went in
I mean,
with
there
the
were a bit of
scorcher.
hard feelings on my side because when I close my eyes for 10 minutes to take a nap, I wake up and we've lost the match. That time it was 5-4 to us at the 85th minute. I was very disappointed about that.
Oh, who I'd love to see actually at the
Mm,
Leicester game?
mm,
Matt Macy, bro. Can that
mm.
motherfucker? Can he play a match
Yeah,
too?
give him a run. Yeah. Maybe
Yes, bro.
he'll prove to be another Martinez, a revelation.
Just let it give him a taste, bro. This dude has
Yeah,
also been there Arsenal for 100 years, bro.
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, look, yeah. Let's hope. Let's just hope to see the future, man. Let's see. It's gonna be great. But the boys must also like wake the fuck up,
yeah,
and we need signings. I think
yeah.
the midfield is our issue. I'm happy with the defense. Like, not. I'm happy with Gabriel. Has been amazing.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's a
Yeah, no,
vibe.
I know we can only cross our fingers and hope that we're going from strength as the season progresses, man.
Let's see to win the league.
I don't know. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I
Anything
mean,
is
but
possible.
Arteta himself admitted that we're still very far off from where we want to be. So I mean, it's great to be
Leicester
hopeful, but
won it.
it's important to be
But
realistic as well.
that's if Aubameyang, if we can win the league, Aubameyang can his legend status will get some padding,
Yeah,
and then obviously the Champions League. If we win the Champions League, then it's over. Then the boys are legends. So I want the best for Aubameyang, bro, and I
yeah,
want him.
yeah,
I hope we can pull him together. Like the team can pull in, we can pull in,
yeah.
and we need to get the league, bro. Like
Mm,
in the next 2 seasons,
mm,
we
mm,
need to get the league.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's that on that. Kumo, thanks so much, bro. See you midweek.
Holla. Peace, my G.
Peace, bro.